Hi, this is Emily. We are in the Harry Potter Alliance chapter together, and last week was NerdCon, Nerdfighteria, and we both went to it and expected to, see each other and spend some time together. That did not happen. But we do want to talk about NerdCon now. I did bring my camera. I thought, actually, that I got some pretty good shots, but it turns out I was so busy in the moment that I got, 2 clips, and then I just, otherwise completely forgot to film anything. Since Emily and I had such different experiences at NerdCon, we thought that it would be fun to compare them. Plus, now I can find out what she did.
Why didn't you see me for the whole time?
I didn't see Emily or anyone pretty much for the whole time because I spent most of my time in the Harry Potter Alliance vendor booth. I signed up for about 5 shifts, so I was expecting to spend some time there, but I wound up pretty much being there whenever there wasn't some session that I really, really, really wanted to be in. I think I probably spent 12 hours there over the course of a weekend. I did go to a couple panels. I went to one that was the Giant Squid Dravaganza, where the giant squid interviewed human beings.
We're really good at sharing information with each other, better than any species at that.
Even ants?
More complex information, yeah.
Even slime molds?
Definitely.
I heard they're really good.
I went to the concert Saturday night, mostly because the HPA booth wasn't open anymore. I went to a session about putting fandom on your resume, which was really fun and very useful. And then I also had a panel that I ran that we will tell you about more later. Emily was on it. Other than that, though, I spent most of my time in the HPA booth, which pretty much involved selling people things and a lot of customer service. Oh yes, including this shirt. And it was a lot of fun.
So I did some more normal con things. I went to a bunch of panels, some meetups. It was really fun. My favorite part of the con was the 5 Awesome Girls reunion panel, because the 5 Awesome Girls, which was a channel that ended in 2011, had 5 girls doing each a day of the week, and this was the first time that they had all been together publicly in quite a long time, and it was really cool to just see them talk to each other, and it was a very familial, comforting panel. I also attended a panel on a podcast called Harry Potter and the Sacred Text, which is a podcast I already listened to, but really loved because, obviously, I love Harry Potter.
Like I said earlier, pretty much the only time I saw Emily throughout the entire weekend was at my panel that I was running, moderating, and Emily was on it. It was called Accio Identity, How Harry Potter Shapes Us All, and I'm actually really proud of how it turned out. You can go check out the full audio. I will link it somewhere below, above, in the corner, on Emily's face. I don't know. And Emily was one of my panelists, and it was awesome.
It was really fun. I got to talk about Harry Potter in front of a room of 50 people.
And they all liked Harry Potter too.
And there's nothing more that I love than talking about how Harry Potter affected me and how Harry Potter can be used as a metaphor for so many things, and I think people just think of it as a book series, but it's so not.
Mm-hmm. What I loved was how everyone got that in the room. Everyone was feeling the same feelings about how intense and awesome Harry Potter is. Yeah, it was just a really good time, and it was my first ever time seeing a panel, let alone being on it, let alone moderating it. So it was really a great first experience for me, and I had a really good time, and I'm so excited to do stuff like that again.
I had never expected to be on a panel or to have people even come to the panel. Right before we got there, I'm no one's gonna show up. Turns out we wouldn't have gotten into our own panel had we not been on our own panel.
There was a line of 200 people, and the room was already full, and so we walked up to the door, and someone stuck their arm out and said we weren't allowed to go in. And I had to say to this person, I'm sorry, the panel won't happen if I don't get in there.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah, that was kind of really anxiety-inducing in the moment, but really awesome
really
to think about.
Looking back on it, really nice.
Well, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much, Emily, for being in this video.
My pleasure.
And I will see you guys next week. Bye. Snitch witches, catch them in your mouth, #brand loyalty. Bye!